Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Tobias and I am a 19-year-old wildlife photographer from Norway. And today I am on Norway and I've just hiked about 3 kilometers through the dark and climbed some 250 meters of elevation roughly. And the reason why I'm here is to photograph wild reindeer in snow. And there's just a little window where you can photograph them in snow where they still have their antlers intact, because they lose their antlers in December. So I had to get up here as soon as the snow started falling, before they started shedding their antlers. Now I've climbed up to this little plateau where I'll be sleeping for the next 2 nights. And so this is going to be my base camp, where I'm going to keep most of my stuff. But then I'm just going to walk around the area, be scanning the slopes and searching for the reindeer. I did actually see quite a few tracks on the way up here. I would estimate that somewhere around 100 animals probably walked by, but they were going in the other direction, so I decided to just keep going where I'd planned to go, and hopefully I might see either them or some other reindeer tomorrow. So currently I'm just cooking up some food, and after that I'll be going to sleep and start up early tomorrow morning, and hopefully going to find some animals. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good morning, people. I've just begun my little quest, and I've walked about 1 kilometer. And it's really windy today, but these harsh conditions are part of the reason why I came here when I did, because I want to document the brutal conditions that the reindeer have to endure. And that of course implies me also having to battle these conditions. So I found this little ledge that I can hide behind to get away from most of the wind. Hopefully you can hear me alright. I've just seen 3 ptarmigan actually, but they just flew up instantly and didn't want to be photographed. But I'll keep scanning the landscape and look for signs of life. I'll keep you updated. I've been walking for about 5 kilometers now, but I haven't seen anything really. But now I just came across these 2 lines that go through the vegetation, and I'm pretty sure that these are tracks after reindeer, where the reindeer have passed by and they've pushed the snow off this vegetation, so it leaves this line where there's less snow. I doubt that these tracks are any younger than 24 hours, but still it's a great sign, and a first sign of their presence being here. That little speck in the middle of the frame, that was my first mammal of the trip. It was a red fox, but unfortunately, as you saw, it ran off at 200 meters away, so that was completely hopeless. Had it been more cooperative, it could have been an amazing shot, because, well, the conditions and the surroundings are just incredible. It's just this white, endless world. And it's snowing, so that's fantastic. But I'll keep searching. I've been walking almost 2 hours now, and I said to myself that I was just going to climb this one hill before I had to turn around, because the days are so short that I don't have that much time and I don't want to go back in the darkness. And right over this hill is a herd of wild reindeer. Let me try and show you. Those specks in the middle of the frame are the reindeer. They're just laying down, relaxing right now. So I'll try to make a careful approach. It does unfortunately look like I'm a little too late to have them in snow with their antlers, because most of the animals here have already lost their antlers, but there are still a few that do have antlers, so I think I'm going to try and focus on them and see if I can get any good images of them. I just have so much respect for these animals. You know, they're big animals and they live off so little nutrients, and they manage to get through these brutal conditions. I mean, right now it's negative 11 degrees and there's wind speeds of up to 10 meters per second, and these guys are just taking it slow and enjoying the cold, it seems. I'm so privileged and so thankful to be here. cold and it's really windy, but it's all worth it for these fantastic views. You probably can't hear a thing of what I'm saying. The reindeer back there, they're only about 50 meters away. Every now and again they just completely disappear. The visibility is so fast changing, and as you can probably hear, it's really windy. This is really brutal. Wow. After 3 hours being accepted in the presence of the reindeer, they slowly made their way up the hillside, and I decided to leave them for the day. I still had a long way back to the tent, and it was already noticeably darker than just an hour earlier. In an attempt to film myself eating a hot meal, both the camera and meal were instantly covered in snow, resulting in a mediocre clip and an ice-cold dry meal. I then started my trek back to the tent. Progress was unfathomably slow due to all the snow that had fallen throughout the day. What had earlier been an easy hike through 10 to 20 centimeters of snow was now a never-ending battle, barging through half a meter of it. Full speed, I managed 1.5 kilometers per hour. The wind was picking up and the falling snow was relentless. After an hour of walking, it was pitch black. Despite using a headlamp, I could see no further than 10 meters ahead of me as I was blinded by the falling snow. After 3 long hours of following a rough compass course through the merciless winter night, I'm finally reunited with my sleeping bag, which is great news. I've finally had some warm food, which was really refreshing to get some warmth back in the body. And the tent is currently dancing around in the wind. So now I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep. That might be a bit optimistic. Last night I barely slept anything. And then my phone died. The combination of huge temperature changes and humidity caused both camera and screen to malfunction, and the phone refused to charge. My body was beyond tired after 10 hours of hiking in a day, and shortly after this final clip, I fell asleep and slept 12 hours through the storm. The following day, with the inaccessibility of the mountains due to the enormous snowfall, I decided only to pack down camp and head for the car instead of searching for the reindeer. Despite the hike being downhill, I spent almost 3 hours making my way through the waist-deep snow on a stretch that was no more than 3 kilometers. But the adventure was far from over, for only a kilometer before the car, luck was on my side and I stumbled upon yet another herd of wild reindeer.